Grant Cardone is an internationally sought-after motivational speaker, sales trainer, and New York Times best-selling author. Over the past 25 years, he has positively affected hundreds of thousands of people and organizations worldwide. His core teachings are in the areas of sales, success, finance, real estate, and motivation.
I think Grant was a lot of fun to watch and listen to, and I think he had some great nuggets of wisdom mixed in with sense of humor, so it was a perfect combination.
As a TV personality, Grant Cardone was the star of the reality show Turnaround King, featured on National Geographic. He is also a regular contributor on Fox News, CNBC, MSNBC, and CNN. As an author, Grant Cardone has written numerous best-selling books, including Sell to Survive, The Closer's Survival Guide, If You're Not First, You're Last, and The 10 Times Rule.
His style fits my personality. It's no BS, it's in your face, but he makes a heck of a lot of sense.
He pushes people outside their comfort zone, and on a normal basis, nobody likes that, but sometimes that's what they need.
Oh, I love him. He gives you a whole new attitude and everything, builds you back up and gives confidence into what you're doing.
He brings it in layman's terms. He's raw with it, puts in the hey, the brother, the yay, the yo. You can really relate to a person like that.
At the core of his business, Cardone is CEO of 2 training and consulting companies and owns a real estate investment firm with more than $100 million in real estate holdings. He is also heavily involved in civic affairs and has received awards for his efforts from the U.S. Senate, U.S. Congress, Los Angeles County, and the U.S. Army. Here today to help us take our sales to the next level, please join me in welcoming Grant Cardone.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't know how Michael remembered all that. That was unbelievable. Here's the problem that you have in sales, okay, that you might not know about. One, you might not know that you are a salesperson, and number two, the second problem you might have is that you're not getting enough attention. Because the reality is, if I can't get attention, nobody's buying from me. Would you agree? And once I get attention, can I maintain the attention with so much competition in the marketplace? How many salespeople in the room? Okay? How many of you don't consider yourself salespeople? Okay, you don't consider yourself a salesperson. All right. I was just doing 600 real estate agents, and I said, how many salespeople in the room? 10 people raised their hand. I'm like, well, then what are you guys? Oh, I'm a real estate advisor. I'm a real estate consultant. I'm a real estate investor. I'm like, okay, so you're going to go to the bank to get a loan. Who do you need to sell right now? You're going to come to me and you want me to sell my house for $2 million less than I want to sell my house for. You're going to sell me, or are you going to be a real estate expert? At what point do sales skills come in and affect your career? Whatever you have on your business card. At what point do sales, okay, and closing a transaction start to affect your desire to make dreams come true? Have you considered that? How many of you like to be a millionaire? Okay, how many of you being a millionaire would be a pay cut? You'd be like, oh, I'm going backwards. Good, so you want to be worth 10 million, right or wrong? Okay, how many of you that have the 10 million banked already, you're like, look, I got to go to 100 million. Some of you in the room thinking right now, why are they so greedy? Okay, because 100 million is a growth number. If you're not growing, you're going to die. That's why the billionaire wants to be worth 50 billion. It's not that he's greedy. He's like, I'm still in the game. I'm still alive. Let's go get some more, right? Why would I want to water a rose when I got a full bloom on it and say, oh, let's water it some more? Why would I do that? Because it would be a smart thing to do. Would you agree? To continue to grow. If you're selling and you're doing well, the smart thing to do is like, let me throw water, fuel, food. Let me throw something at my customers to keep their attention. And so that's what I want to talk to you about today, like sales, and I want to talk about the concept of dominating your sector, not competing in it. I'm not interested in competition. How many of you have been taught competition is a healthy thing? How many of you were taught that? For who? It's only healthy for a consumer. Google's like, we don't want to compete. We want to dominate. Steve Jobs at Apple Computer, we want to own the space. Okay? Made a great product, pushed it in the marketplace, and sold it when? Sold it during the worst economy in 100 years. So it's not about the economy, folks. It's about, do you have a good product? Do you have a good price? Can you push it into the marketplace? Can you sell it into the marketplace? Okay? Everybody in this room, whether you understand it or not, is a salesperson. So I'm going to talk to you today about salespeople. Salespeople are the lifeblood. They're the engines of entire economies. Without salespeople, nothing happens. Governments do not restore economies. It's impossible. They don't have the wherewithal. Who does? Sales organizations, business people, entrepreneurs, inventors that support themselves with what? Salespeople, entrepreneurs, and business people, and business organizations that are pushing for revenue. Okay? The single most important thing your business should be focused on today, number one, is the driving of revenue. What are most companies focused on right now? They're focused on bottom line. They put so much attention on bottom line, they end up with no top line, okay? They never grow because they're all, okay, I got to control my expenses. I got to control my expenses. You know, I got to cut my expenses back. You can't get rich doing that. You cannot tell me one rich person, not real wealth. You can't show me one wealthy person that has ever created wealth cutting expenses. It's wrong information. And what I'm suggesting to you do is let's get your organization, yourself, your family, even your family. How many of you got kids? Do your kids have your business cards? Are they passing them out of school? Why not? Kid's 8 years old. He's not working yet? What's wrong with him, man? What's wrong? What's wrong? Man, I want to, can I get an Xbox? Sure you can, little dude. You want an Xbox? How many you want, my brother? See, I'll get you one every week. What I got to do? Give out my business cards. Give me some business. You want some new shoes? Give me some business. We run a hair salon. When's the last time you brought me some traffic, man? Right? You know people. You go to school with people. All they do is give you the flu. Right? Why don't you bring me some business back? Okay? So I have a client that they call me. We do a presentation for them, and they're like, you know what, Grant? In the close. Now, we're not selling anymore. Now we're in the close. Everybody understand? Those are two different arts. Would you agree? Two different arts completely. One's a date, one's a commitment. Okay? One's a selling, I'm promoting, I'm promising, I'm telling them what I'm going to do, I'm building value, and the other one is, let's roll, let's lean on the pen. Client tells me, Grant, we got to wait till the economy gets better. I said, hey, man, come on, huh? See, first you got to do this. You got to smile with it. Oh. Everybody try this. Oh. Okay? You want to agree with people. Agree with them first. It's a basic rule of selling. Always agree with your client first. Always agree, regardless of, it's too much money. Hey, I'm with you. I knew that before you did. Right? You're doing dental implants. They're $14,000. 14 grand, that's a lot of money. I knew that before you did. Right? See, but you got to have an attitude, man. You're going to have an attitude about it. My other dentists that I've used for years, you know, they'll do it for this much money. Sir, I don't come with that package. Okay? See, but at that moment, you got to be crystal about what your job is. Your job is to close a transaction now. Okay? I'm with a client that says, my old dentist, what's he doing with me? You with me? The dentist I've used for years is less money. What's he doing letting me interview him about his teeth? Okay? He's not happy with his dentist anymore. He wouldn't be shopping. Would you agree? It's not a long story now. Okay? That was in the sales process. Sir, I understand that. I'm with you. Okay? You're more money than my... I understand. I don't come with that package. I come with this package. This is the right thing to do. Sign here. See, this is what you guys are missing out on. You're missing out on this finish. Okay? Let's do this. Will you pressure me? No, sir, I'm not pressuring you. I'm telling you to sign right there. Is there anything wrong with that? Is it the right product? Am I the right company? Am I going to take care of them? Then tell them to do it. What are you worried about? Look, if it's the right thing, do it. We got to think about it. Thought takes that long. Takes that long to think about something. I need you to make a decision. Sign right there. You better be sold on your product right now. Would you agree? You better be freaking 150% sold all the way to your core on what you're doing. Well, Grant, we can get this cheaper down the street. I know that, sir. I knew that before you did. I've been doing this 17 years. Okay? Sign right there. See what I'm doing? Well, you're not my height. I wanted a guy 6'3". I'm with you. Lay down. Okay. Myths of selling. Number one, salespeople are born. This is a myth. I was not born a salesperson. I was born a baby. All right. Number two, You either got it or you don't have it. How many heard that before? You either got it, some people got it, and some people don't got it. Okay? Number 3, salespeople depend on the economy. Economy's good, salespeople can do good. Economy's not good. Look, the economy is actually created by salespeople. Where salespeople are effective, economies are built. Number 4, sales is a pure numbers game. Okay? Is it a numbers game? What do you think? No. It is a numbers game. I mean, I got to be in front of number 1. I got to be in front of somebody, okay? But the truth is, it's not just a numbers game. How effective? How many of you know salespeople that are in front of hundreds of people and not effective? How many of you believe this? The longer you spend with somebody, the better off you are. How many were taught that as a myth of selling? Okay, that's not true today. Okay, we're going to talk about how the internet's changing, how people's aggravation's changing today, how just plain demographics are changing people today. How many of you believe people have less time today or think they have less time today than they did 50 years ago? What do you think? How many believe there's more noise in the marketplace today than there was 50 years ago? Right. So if a customer's coming to your company or you're trying to get an appointment with somebody, what's the chances that he's going to tell you, hey, we only got 10 minutes for this? Okay? You better learn how to shorten your cycle down. And if you believe what that says, the longer you spend with them, the better off you are. I'm going to prove to you that the longer you spend with somebody, the less chance you got to close in a transaction. Because you're losing altitude with people. Altitude is the concept of credibility. Okay? If I'm credible, you'll roll with me quick. If you got to think about it, shop, look, do some more research, it's because I don't have altitude. You want altitude. You want to come from a high place with people as the expert. There's ways to do that. Okay? So look, the longer the sales cycle, anybody that talks about time in a cycle, anybody, here's a little trick for you. Anybody that ever brings up time in a cycle has money. Hey, how long is this going to take, man? How long is this going to take? Okay, I only got 10 minutes, only got 20 minutes. You're talking to money right now. That's how money talks. Okay, people without money have plenty of time. Right? Yes. He can't get financed. Sir, how long do you have for this presentation? He's not going to make a decision with you. How long has he got? He's got all morning. I'm trying to get a job. I'm talking to the HR person. HR person likes me. How long does the HR person have with me? They like me, but they don't hire people. Like if you wanted a job today, I'd say make a list of the people you want to work with, okay? Make a list of the owners, who owns that company, who can override any decision in the company. That's who I'm looking for. Somebody can override any decision made about hiring, okay? And then you want to get in front of that one person. You want to bypass HR, don't worry about a resume, and put yourself right in front of them. And then promise them revenue. You promise them revenue, they'll hire you on the spot. Okay? If they don't hire you on the spot, go to work for them right now. Do you know what I mean by that? Go to work for them. Guy calls me up. Hey man, I found this company. I interviewed. They're looking at 2 other people. How do I get this job? Go in there tomorrow and go to work. They haven't hired me yet. That's right. That's what I mean. Go there, show up, and start working. You want a job, dude? You want a job? Okay, then be sold on the job. Go in there, tell them I'm working, I'm making the decision for you. Grant, we're still talking to these other 2 people. Good, talk to them, dude, I'm here. I'll be here after you talk to them, okay? Okay? See if they bone up like this. Because they won't. Would you agree? I don't need a pay plan, I don't need a promise, I don't need a commitment. I'm here, I'm ready to go. Watch what I can do. You think they'd get a job in this economy right now? What do you think? How many believe they'd get a job? Because you're sold. See, look, if I'm not sold, I can't sell it. I can't sell it. Unless you're a criminal. If you're not completely sold, you can't sell it. This is what happens with people on a 90-day cycle. Okay? The 90-day phenomenon that I wrote about in Sell to Survive, okay, is about people going out into the marketplace. Brand new salesperson. I take him, I bring him in. He's not born. We train him. He gets all excited. He sells for 30 days. And then his production, he does great the first 30 days. And then his production drops a little bit. How many have seen this phenomenon take place? Then his production drops a little bit between day 31 and day 60. And then again, boom, it drops. It just flattens out to nothing in the 80th day. I'm like, what happened to this guy? He's going through the 90-day phenomenon. Management makes up. Oh, he's not doing as well because he's not listening. In the first 30 days, he'd listen to anything, and now he's not. No, this is what's happening, okay? He's being asked to do something that goes against his basic integrity. In the first 15 days, he wasn't thinking about integrity. He's thinking about, I got to perform. Tell me to do it, and I'll do it. And somewhere over time, he's like, you know what? This doesn't agree with me. Oh, no, you know what? I don't like doing this. You know what? I don't like avoiding the price. You know what? I don't like when they ask me a question, I got to ask them a question back. How many are taught to sell like that? They ask a question, you ask a question back. Dude, people don't like that. Okay? You do that to me, you will never see me a second time. Okay? Hey, how much is the product? Well, sir, if I can get the price right, would the product be what you... Dude, hey, information, pal. Okay? That's why I like Google. It don't ask questions back to me. I want control. You know when I buy? When you give me full control, I'll give you anything you want. Just give me full control, that's what I want. Right? How do you control that guy? That's a tough guy to sell, would you agree? Does he have money? Can he make a decision? Man, I hate control freaks. Dude, they make decisions. They know where the pin's at. They know exactly where to sign. They're not scared to. You with me? How's everybody doing? How's your attitude? Your attitude sucks, man. How many want 10 million? Look, you don't need $1 million, okay? Your parents, how many of you had parents that had the dream of being a millionaire? Okay? Do you know the word inflation and what it means? Your dreams need to be bigger than your parents' dreams. You need to be hunting 8 or 9 down. How many believe this? If you're looking for a 1, you're probably going to end up with a little less than that because you're not going to plan on problems, and then you're going to be like, I got $1 million and it's not enough. So look, you need to change your think to think 10 times that, and then we got to get your activity level 10 times what you think it's going to take. You're underestimating what it takes. Businesses fail for one reason. Businesses, ideas, entrepreneurs fail for one reason. They don't sell their products and ideas in sufficient quantities at high enough prices. Period. You want to write this down. This is not what Harvard or MIT say, okay? Harvard, Yale, MIT, the big schools say businesses fail because they're undercapitalized. Okay, I've created 5 businesses from scratch with no debt. They all work. Businesses fail because the company does not sell products in sufficient quantities, okay, at high enough prices quickly enough. That's why businesses fail. So if you want your economy to get bigger, okay, a couple things. 1, you got to sell it, and 2, you got to have a great attitude. I got to be sold on my product first. Would you agree? Not the public. I got to be sold, and then I got to get everybody around me sold, completely sold, and resell them over and over and over again. Why? Because I'm an honest person. I don't sell bad products. I don't sell junk. I won't sell junk. I'm not interested in money like that. I'm not a criminal. 99% of the people in this room are like honest people. Okay, you don't want to experience this 90-day phenomenon. If you're selling a bad product, sooner or later, you know what's right and what's wrong, and you'll stay away from it. You'll be like, I'm not going to show that anymore. I can't pitch that. I don't feel good about that. That's why when he says, how much is your product? I did a presentation this morning for a group. They said, how much is your product? Literally, the price was out of my mouth in fractions of a second. It's this much money, times this many places, times this many months. It requires this commitment, okay? It's out that quick. Why would I? The only reason you wouldn't want to bring price up is because you're not feeling good about it. Okay? Price sells nothing, never has, never will. There can only be one lowest cost provider in any given market. There can only be one lowest cost provider for any product or service in any given market. And I'm going to tell you, it is the most dangerous tightrope to walk, is trying to be the lowest price. The second half today, I'm going to talk to you about how to dominate, literally cover up your marketplace where nobody can compete with you. I don't want to compete. I want to dominate. I literally want to play unfair. I'm ethical, highly ethical. I don't play fair, ever. Okay, I don't want to drive with the pack. I don't want to ride with the pack. Okay, competition's an unhealthy thing. It's a terrible thing. It's terrible. It's a sin to compete. You don't want to compete. You want to dominate, own a sector. Okay, a police officer pulls me over. You were speeding. Yes, sir, I know that. I knew that 3 miles before I ran into you. First rule of selling, what is it? Always, always, always agree with your client. Okay? I have a customer now. He's called a policeman. He says, man, you're speeding, man. Sir, I knew that 3 miles before you pulled me over. Did you get me when I was topping out? Huh? Did you get me when I was really hammering down? Man, this is a new car, dude. I've been trying for 3 days not to speed in it, and today it took me over, man. Okay? Huh? Did you clock me at 140? He says, no, man, I got you at 112. Dude, you should have seen me a mile before that. I was freaking hitting it, dog. I've been trying not to. I couldn't help it. You see, his job now is to give me a ticket. Man, you were speeding, man. I know that. I know I was speeding, man. Why are you going so fast? Dude, I was driving around with these other people. These people crazy. I had to get out in front of them. I don't want to ride with them, man. I'd rather get a ticket. Because that's the middle of the pack, right? You want to get out in front. Or you want to get a driver, one of the two. I want to get out in front. Would you agree? I want to get out in front of the traffic. So what, you get a speeding ticket? What if you're going the wrong direction, but you're going fast? At least you find out sooner. Go fast, baby. Go fast, man. You want to go fast. Speed is power. You want to go as fast as you can at any object. If it's the wrong object, you know sooner. Most of you in the room, you're just taking your time. You're just kind of taking your time. Baby, time is money. That's why you don't want a long sales cycle. You want a short sales cycle. Would you agree? If you're going to not make the deal, you want it to be short. I'll give you an example. I was in Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm with a Harley-Davidson store. Harley-Davidson store is off 50%. Their business is off 50%. It's getting hammered because of foreclosures. Not because of motorcycles. It was getting hammered because of foreclosures. You with me? And the banks had frozen up credit lines. I walk into this, but they had traffic in there. So I walk up to this customer that's walking around. He's got 2 bags. And I walk up to the guy. I'm like, sir, put those bags down. And he says, why? Well, there's T-shirts in the bag, Harley-Davidson T-shirts, right? For his kids, his wife, whatever. I said, I want you to put those bags down. He's like, why do you want me to put the bags down? And he's from Poland, so he's got a bit of an accent. I said, sir, just put the bags down, okay? I know what I'm doing. I work here every day, man. I took the bags out of his hand. I said, now I want you to sit on that bike. He says, I don't want to sit on the bike. I said, I know you don't, because you've been walking around it for 3 minutes. Sit on the bike. Everybody try this. Sit on the bike. See, you want to give a command now. You want to command him what to do. Sir, sit on the bike. Grown man, 63 years old. He's like, I don't want to. I said, I know you don't. You've been walking around the bike. I'm agreeing with him. You've been walking around the bike for 3 or 4 minutes. Probably been looking at it for 3 years. Sit on the bike. The guy's like, okay. Sits on the bike. I said, look, there's only 3 reasons you won't buy this bike today. I'm already into the close. I've been with him 35 seconds. Okay? Whole transaction was completed in 22 minutes. $44,000 bike. Guy walking around with $80 worth of T-shirts. The point I'm making to you is this. I know what I want. I want the sale. I want the sale. Is that a wrong thing? Is that a bad thing? No, because if you understand what a sale does, it drives economies. It drives economies. When I make that sale and $44,000 is transacted, he gets his bike. His wife gets to complain about the bike, okay? Okay, because she wasn't there. And by the way, I told him there's 3 reasons you won't buy this bike. Okay, you need to think about it. You need to talk to your wife, and because of the money. First thing, thinking about it, you've been thinking about this bike since we built it 3 years ago. Second thing, your wife, she knows everywhere you go. She knows you're here right now. Hell, you had to get permission. If you got to get permission to buy a bike from her, dude, you had to get permission to leave the house. You're right, man, you're right. Okay? Hey, the money, look, the money, I'll handle the money. Money's up to me, it's not up to you. Let me get the money right. Boom, 22 minutes later, deal's done. This man had been walking around almost as long as it took to sell the bike. Okay, so the point I'm making to you is this. I want to get attention. Did I get his attention? Put those bags down, sir. Did I get his attention? Then I told him what I wanted him to do. I want you to sit on the bike. Okay, then I want to sell that product. Okay, I want to close the transaction as a separate exercise. Okay, and I know that none of this is just going to happen. I have to make this happen. Basics of selling never really changes. How many of you heard that before? If you're in a sales organization, you probably heard somebody say, look, selling never changes, same old, just got to go through the steps. That's not true, man. Selling is changing, okay? It is changing. The way people are buying things today is changing. Would you agree? Okay, and the last thing is your income depends on the economy. No salesperson, no sales organization, no sales industry should ever depend on the economy. Your goal, you want to write this down, your goal should be to create an economy. Okay. Selling, this is a definition of selling. To deliver up or give in violation of duty, trust, or loyalty, especially for personal gain. This is the definition of selling. Maybe this is why people don't like it. This is in the dictionary. To give up property to another for something of value. Not bad. To give up in return for something else, especially foolishly or dishonorably. Oh yeah, I can't wait to have that career. Okay? How about this one? To deliver into slavery for money. Oh yeah, let's go get some slaves. Okay? To give into the power of another. See, this is the problem with selling. Nobody's got the right definition. The last one is, the one I think is the right definition, is to persuade or influence to a course of action or to the acceptance of something. I want to get somebody to accept something. Was I selling my wife when she went out with me the first time? Sure I did. When I proposed to her and she said yes, You closed the sale. Closed the sale. Can't have a marriage without the closed sale, unless you're compromising and you just take whatever comes along. Right? Target, I see a target. I want that target, okay? I sell myself on that target being valuable. Target becomes unattainable. Oh my gosh, it's difficult to get that target, okay? Money, people, business, product, job, whatever, man, whatever it is. Restaurant, reservation during the Super Bowl at a special place, whatever, man, it's all the same pitch. You with me? It's not, everything's a commission in life. Object becomes difficult to get. What does the normal human being on planet Earth do? He drops his target. Can't have that girl, let me drop to this girl. Okay, can't have that one? Go to here. Okay, can't have that one? I'll be by myself. Right? It's compromises. Okay? If you're a manager, you want to write this down. Management should never lower a target. What you want to do is raise the activity level. Okay? So I'm going to tell you, most of my targets have not been achieved. Most of my targets cannot be achieved. And I know that when I set them. Not in this lifetime. Okay? They can't be achieved by the time I expire. Doesn't mean I shouldn't go for them. Would you agree? Because what I do is I don't have the option to lower it, so what do I have to do? I have to keep pushing the activity up. I have to get more creative. When I run out of activity, I got to get creative. When I run out of activity and creative, I got to say, okay, I got to bring more people in. See what I'm doing? I kill options. Like price for me is an option that I kill. So when we put a product out, that's our price. We don't negotiate off that price. That's the number. Once I decide, that's it. Lowering price can actually cause someone not to purchase from you. The implant's $14,000. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. Dude, your ugly teeth are a lot of money. Okay? Having ugly teeth your whole life is expensive. Is that true or not true? He came to me, fixed the teeth, they're 14 grand. Okay? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. Untrained dental assistant, salesperson, will say, now what? What if we do it for 10? Can you do 10? Okay? Customer says, whoa, what else don't I know? Oh my gosh. You know what? Let me think about the 10. It's a good idea. Let me think about it. All you did was lose altitude in the process. No altitude, no decision. Because the guy said, that's a lot of money, is that an objection or a complaint? It's a complaint. You should treat it as a complaint first, never as an objection, ever. Okay? I treat all response. Oh, it's a lot of money. That's a complaint first. Let's validate it and find out if it's an objection. It's cold outside. Objection or a complaint? It's just a complaint, man. You don't do anything about complaints. You want to write this down. Okay? Handle objections as complaints. Always handle the objection as a complaint first until validated as a legitimate objection. Hey, the payment. How many of you sell on a payment? You have some kind of payment or installment plan at your company. Okay? So you're going to show them that. You should get off price and show them installments. You want to. Every business here should be showing installments. Well, Grant, we don't offer financing. Okay, yeah, you do. Visa, MasterCard, banks. You need to get involved in that part of the process if you're not. One of the easiest, fastest ways to grow your business right now is get involved in the funding of the activity. So you get off a price and get onto a payment. Okay, I'll provide anybody payments. Do you have a payment plan? Sure do, man. Okay, it's a $300 purchase. It'll cost you $15 a month. Oh, I'll do that right now. It's over with. Okay, give me your Visa card. That's what Visa does. Okay, so all of you should be offering another way to pay for things. So you get off this price-sensitive issue, right? You don't offer that anymore. You get to an installment. Everybody in the room should do that. Okay, how many of you there's information online right now about your business? Would you agree there's misinformation online about your business? Could that be affecting your business? How many of you have information about your reputation or your service that you see online that you don't like? Should be a big concern of yours. Your online reputation should be a serious concern. You don't want to get rid of that, okay? You want to overwhelm it with positive information. Number 2, increased numbers of choices. You're in a business where the customer now has increased numbers of options or choices. Do you have that? Buyers posting online, okay? 4, loyalty is not what it used to be. How many agree the consumer of the 21st century is not as loyal as your parents were? Your dad bought a Ford, dude, the guy wouldn't get off a Ford no matter what, okay? Your mom had AT&T, she wouldn't change from AT&T. You couldn't pry AT&T away from her, right? They used to buy one kind of wholesome bread. Is that what it was called? Wholesome white bread? Your mom wouldn't buy any other bread but wholesome bread. Now there's freaking 50 choices. You had one cereal, okay? They got, 140 cereals in any given grocery store. You know how many different products the average grocery store in America has? 45,000 products when you walk in a grocery store. And then most salespeople say, I don't want to give people choices. I'm going to confuse them. You're not going to confuse anybody. Okay, choices actually support people's decision making. Even bad choices, okay, is a sales strategy. So when she's looking at a certain dress, right, and she says, I'm this size, whatever, right, and she's like, I want to go with this and this, and oh, God, that's a lot of money. I'm like, I'm with you. I know that, but boy, it sure looks good on you. Have you considered this one? It's only $50 less. I don't think it's going to look nearly as good on you, right? Does the miss justify the value in what she wanted? See what I'm doing? So I want to use misses. I want to use wrong inventory. I want to use wrong equipment. I want to use wrong choices as a way to make this clearly right. Number 4, loyalty is not what it used to be. Number 5, buyers are time sensitive. People are extremely time sensitive today. And number 6, uncertainty in the marketplace. Tremendous amounts of uncertainty, okay, at levels I've never experienced in my entire lifetime of uncertainty. And it's going to be here for a while, okay? How many of you experience the uncertainty in the marketplace every day? And this is causing people to think, putting it off, not going to do it today. I got to talk to somebody else. I got to go do some homework. I got to check on the net. We can't do this today. We got to go another place. Maybe in the spring, when spring comes, maybe summer, and summer comes, maybe the fall, right? It's because of the uncertainty in the marketplace. Yeah, until I got to have it, okay? At that point, it's not about price anymore. What's it about? Solving a problem because they love something. That's the only 2 reasons anybody buys anything ever. Solve a problem or because they love something. Okay, you want to write this down. Only 2 reasons people buy something, never because of the price. You go to the Home Depot and you want to buy a drill. You want to buy a drill, guy says, oh man, it's a great drill. Black & Decker drill, it's $169. We're going to do it for $129. It's a great drill. It's the best drill you can possibly buy. I mean, the drill is freaking sick. Okay? I'm like, wow, man. Drill will do this and it'll do that. And it's got this many drill bits, and he starts showing me all this stuff in the little bag it comes in. And all I'm thinking the whole time is this: I'm going to lose the drill. I've lost every drill I've ever owned. I get the drill, I put it in the house, and then I use it one time and then I can't find it anymore. And that's the reason I didn't buy the drill. Because the truth is, I never wanted a drill. A drill is a problem for me. A drill is something I got to find a place to keep it, put it, store it. Then the drill bits are gone. How many have these experiences? Am I the only one? I got the drill, but I don't have the drill bit. I don't know how the drill bit goes in, and they're mixed in with some other bag. Dude, all I wanted was a hole. I didn't want the drill. I wanted a hole. The guy should have been selling me the hole. First rule of selling: always, always, always agree with the customer. Okay, everybody try this. You're right. You're right. I'm with you. I didn't say it like that. I said, I'm with you. You're the man. See, you want to put the freaky freak on people, man. When people give you, hey, we're not doing anything today. Excellent idea. You know, when somebody tells you, I got bad credit, man, we went bankrupt. I knew that before you called me. How'd you know that? I know, I could hear it in your voice. Let's say I'm a mortgage broker. Man, I've been having some tough times, man. I've been late, man. I've been turned down 2 other places. Did somebody tell you to ask for me? No, why is that? Because I'm the one that handles people like you. See what I'm doing? I'm always agreeing with people, man. You're too short, Grant. I'm with you. Okay, all of a sudden I just got a little taller just by agreeing with people. Would you agree? I don't want to substantiate a problem. I want to just like liquidate it. And how do you do that? Agree with it. Just go with it. You know? Man, Grant, your product's a lot of money. You're going to have to pick another topic for me to argue with you. What do you mean, Grant? What do you mean? It's a lot of money, man. I'm with you. He's not asking me to do anything about it. You're not buying it because of the price. You're buying it because it works. John told you to do it. John told you how much money he made with the program. You're not buying it because of the check you're going to write me, dude. You're buying it because you want to do something. You want to blow your organization up or not? Sign right there. See, I wasn't born like that. How many think I wasn't a little 6-month-old doing this? I got a twin brother too, okay? How many think me and my twin brother had to learn this to be able to deliver it? My twin brother can't do this. He's never learned this. He does a different thing. So anybody can be taught anything. Would you agree? Once they understand, oh, I got to do this. Do you know how to breathe? It's a good thing to do. Everybody agree? How many agree breathing's a good activity? Do you do it once? Do you do it twice? Do you do it a lot? You do it every day? Good thing to do every day. Everybody agree? How many of you eat every day? Nice activity. How many of you eat more often than you need to? Huh? Sometimes you do, right? Okay, 3 times a day. Huh? Yeah, exactly. Okay. How many of you sleep every day? Sure, man, sleep's an important thing. You want rest. Everybody agree? Here's what people aren't doing. They're not thinking about selling with oxygen, food, and water, man. See, I think selling is as important as those things. I got to learn how to sell. The average salesperson in America has never read one sales book. Not one sales book. Much less the ones he should be reading, which is all the time. The top CEOs in America have read 60 books in a year. Okay? You guys don't like to read. You know what? Because you don't say, hey, I have to read. I don't like to read. So what? Nobody said you like to. Nobody asked you what you like to do. I do stuff I don't want to do all the time. Man, half the meals I go to, I don't want to go to. I'd rather not sit and eat. Right? I get up in the morning. Oh, I got to use the restroom. I don't really want to do that. Do you? Read, man. Read a book.
That's a good place to read, though.
It's a great place to read. I like this guy. See, he's a multitasker. And I made a comment earlier today. I said, look, most people set targets that are too low. You're setting targets that are too low. They're basically, your targets are being controlled by the way you were brought up. When you were 5 or 6 years old, you wanted to fly. Right? My little girl, my little 2.5, she thinks she's Tinkerbell. She thinks Tinkerbell's at the house. And you know what I tell her? Yeah, baby, I see her. Where's she at right now? See, I never tell my little girl no, ever. See, you were told no. Would you agree? You were told no over and over and over again. Be seen and not heard. Okay? Don't be greedy. Don't want all the attention, right or wrong. How many were told all this stuff? Okay? Sit down. Shut up. Don't do that. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Don't do that. Don't touch that. Don't go for that. Don't do that. Don't touch yourself either. You're touching yourself too much. How many were told those things? Still being told it today. Was told it last night. Let me just see a hand. That's a damn shame, man. Okay? So you understand what I'm saying, man? You want to reach. Would you agree? You need to restore that reach again. Let me go back to reaching. Clients, customers, people, community meetings, getting to know people. Man, you're running for mayor now. You got to do what a politician does. You got to get everybody to say, hey, this is me. Check me out. And then once you're with them, hey, I don't have time, Grant. Hey, excellent. I just had a guy tell me on the phone, man, I don't have time right now. Excellent idea, okay? Where are you going to be tomorrow? See, I just pitch and then I move. Price myth. Man, you got to end this price concept. I'm going to lower price to get a deal. You have to say, done. We're done with that. Either go, if you're going to lower it, then go ahead and lower it. Lower it now. If you're going to do a special, lower it without them asking for it. And then once you're there, now you got to figure out how to build value. Close the door on any more discounting. Okay, where's the value add proposition? What can you do that would add value, that would be a proposition different than any other proposition in the marketplace? So we got to get you to think different. Everybody agree with that? We got to get your pipeline thinking, man, it's bigger, okay? If you think you offer a $10,000 product and you think in your mind $10,000 is a lot of money, you don't understand that price is a myth, okay? We got to get you corrected on this 10 grand. You with me? Because when you drop it $4,000, does it hurt that dental practice to drop the price $4,000? Yeah. Would it be better? Would it be more survival for the dental practice to get the $4,000, the full price? How many believe it would be better for the company? Yeah. It sure would be. Always bring the buyer to a proposal. There's a major mistake of selling. People don't bring people to proposals. They don't bring them all the way to a proposal, okay? They talk, they sell, they pitch, they show the product, and then they don't say, come on inside, let me get you some numbers. We just did a mystery shop program for a company that's got, they got probably 6,000 locations around the United States. We shopped 500 of them. We went into their company under camera, recorded it, and said, hey, this is the experience that we had in these companies. 70% of the places that we visited recorded on camera. The salesperson was nice, presented us the product, and never presented us with a proposal. How can you close a transaction without a proposal? It's impossible. Proposal is a contract, okay? Not a blank sheet of paper. This is what we do. This is the price. These are the payments. This is the terms. These are the conditions. If the client's not ready for that yet, what should you do?
Offer terms.
This is the price. This is the terms. These are the payments. Okay? We're not going to buy for 3 months. We're not buying for 3 years. This is the price. This is the terms. Dude, you want to present a proposal every time, every buyer, no matter what. We're going to 16 other places when we leave here. Excellent. This is our price. This is our terms. This is our proposal. Why? Because some people might become buyers out of that. Let me see that again. Whoa, let's see. You got any room right here? You with me? I want to be in the game. Okay? Should I throw the pass? I got 3 seconds left on the clock. We need 6 points. Should I throw the ball? Exactly. I should throw the ball. Why not? What, are you going to hold on to it? Let it go. Attitude is critical to making the sale, man. You got to have an attitude. You guys need to have, you need to have crazy attitudes. I got a saying. You might want to write this down. You might not buy from me, but you will never, ever forget me. That's my goal when I hit an opportunity, a target, a customer, a prospect. You might not buy my product, but you will never, ever forget me. You might not like me, but you'll never forget me. Okay? The decision phenomenon. It happens in every sales cycle. In every sales cycle, you have to know your buyer will make decisions to purchase without you doing anything. There'll be probably 2 to 3 decisions made prior to every transaction. He sees something he likes, he makes a decision. I'm buying that. And then the lady starts talking about the product, and he says, I'm not buying it today. You with me? You actually make decisions on every purchase you've ever made in your entire life. You made it prior to a salesperson doing anything. What he did then made you unwind from that process. No, I'm not going to do it today. I'll never forget somebody showing me, they came into my house and showed me a product called Kangen Water, Enagic. It's the Enagic company. They basically, the Kangen Enagic machine basically takes water and it takes all acidity out of the water, okay? It takes a 9.5 pure alkaline water. It's great for your system. Guy comes over, shows me the program, okay? Literally, 30 seconds into the deal, he's showing me my bottled water that we're spending $200 and $300 a month on at my house and my office. He shows me the bottled water I'm drinking is not good for me. He puts a drop in there, puts a drop in Diet Coke, and they both had the same exact response for acidity. And I'm like, they're exactly the same. There's as much acidity in that Diet Coke as the alkaline, as in the bottled water. Quality bottled water. Okay, I'm thinking to myself, oh, hell, I'm buying it right now. I'm buying 2 of them. I'm going to buy one for the kitchen. I'm going to buy one for the guest house. Literally made a decision. Decision phenomenon. I'm buying 2 of these. They're $4,500 a pop. I'm thinking, okay, I got them. I'm putting $9 grand on a credit card. Okay, I got to get them to install them. Okay, the guy went on for 56 minutes of presentations. I bought one machine. This is what he should have done. To maximize the decision phenomenon, this is what you need to work into your presentation. One question, and I promise you, you'll double your sales. It needs to be this question. You take your sales cycle. I want you to chop it up into 5 pieces. Okay? Let's say your sales cycle is 12 minutes long. I want you to take it in little, find out, okay, right there's a break, there's a break, there's a break, there's 5 little breaks. Every time there's a break, you're going to ask this question. You're presenting your product, he should have done this. After the first presentation, drop, you see that? He should have said this. Have you seen enough to justify a decision? At that point, I would have said, give me 2 machines. Install them, I'm ready to go right now. It'd been over with. He'd have saved himself 54 minutes. Okay, what's the question? Have you seen enough to justify? I'm a dental person, I'm doing dental, I'm doing implants. Okay, we're gonna take these teeth out, we're gonna do this, we're gonna put these in, this is what it's gonna look like. Have you seen enough at this point to make a decision? What could you hear right now? 2 things you're gonna hear. What are they? Yes or no. Hey, yeah, I have. Boom, close the deal. Sign right here. Let's schedule you. Need the money? Close, shut up, okay? Or you're gonna hear this. No, I hadn't seen enough yet. Great, let me tell you what, and then you move into the second phase. So I do this over the telephone. I did it for a company in Chicago. Company sells a $20,000 software product on a cold call. Okay, we tripled their sales in 1 month. With the same people, no advertising, only thing they changed was this. Have you seen enough to make a decision? We also shortened their sales cycle in half, almost in half. Okay, 5 P's of selling: pricing, product, promotion, people, and process. You don't control the pricing, you don't control the product. The promotion was already done, let it go, okay? The people are most important and the process is most important. You need to focus on number 4 and number 5. People, selling is still a people game, would you agree? The bigger we get as a machine age, the more people want to do business with people. The personal visit right now is the most powerful visit you can possibly make with a client. So the way I make a personal visit is I enforce a personal visit. Tom, I'm going to be in Detroit tomorrow, okay? Can you get your whole gang together? I never go one place for one thing, ever. I never go one place for one thing. So I find out I'm flying in, okay? I'm coming to do this gig. We get on the phone. Hey, I'm coming in town. I'll drive out to see you, okay? Everybody's got to be there, all your management team, all the executives, and I get a meeting. I basically say, I'm going to be in town. I want to see you. I'm selling what? An appointment, okay? This is a sales training poll that we just did. 1,100 salespeople filled this out. You know what they said they wanted help on more than any other thing? Attitude. Handling objections. Closing a transaction. Only 14% of the people said they needed help on product knowledge or road to the sale information. Road to the sale, the steps to the sale. They said, I need help on attitude, staying positive. How many need that? Okay, look, we want to talk about dominating, not competing. I'm not interested in the concept of competition. I'm interested in the concept of dominating a space. And I want to dominate my sector and I want to own it. And I want to crush, literally want to crush everything I can in the space. So if that's the only things that can be crushed are weak things, would you agree? No negativity allowed here. You need to surround yourself with that. See, I dominate my space with that. I got signs in my office. I got them on my desktop. I got them on my wrist. So look, I'm going to surround myself with this, okay? I created that for one of my employees. I had an employee in the IT department, very negative person. How many know negative people at your office? Okay? And the guy comes to me every time I say, hey, I want to do this and this. He's like, it's impossible. First thing comes out of his face every time, negative. Just pukes on everybody. Okay? That can't happen. That's going to take too long. That's going to cost this much money, right? Everything. So I said, you know what I want you to do? Dude, I got a project for you. I want you to build a sign for me. I didn't even tell him it was negative. I got him to build the sign. I want you to build a sign called No Negativity. Do the graphics, make it look sweet. I want it to be a sign that's hard that you can just crack it over somebody's head. And I'm thinking the whole time, I'm going to crack it over your head as soon as you build it. Okay? I walked into Ryan Seacrest, the American Idol guy. I walked into Ryan Seacrest. I had a meeting with a senior VP. I leave the meeting. I'm walking out, and I'm like, oh, I forgot. I knew what I forgot. I forgot to give her the sign. I walked down the hall. I had it with me. I walked back in. I said, I forgot to give you this. Okay? The next time I went into Ryan Seacrest's office, it's on her front door. No negativity allowed here. Who's she thinking about every time she sees that sign? You. Exactly. See what I'm doing? I'm dominating, not as to take over something physically, but to control space. Okay? So attitude is money. How many believe that? People will pay more for a great attitude than they will for a great product, right or wrong? Right. Okay? You guys like my attitude today. You like the pitch. You like the twist. I get your attention. I hold your attention. You got to be able to do that. Everybody in the room needs to be able to do that. Somewhere in your career, you're going to have to hold a stage like this. You know, Mike was like, how long can you do it? I said, I can do this for 8 hours. How many different presentations do you want me to do for 8 hours? You know, you have to be able to gain somebody's attention, hold their attention, keep their attention, and then keep getting their attention with different angles later on, being extremely creative. Expand your business, okay? 1, decide to dominate. I want to dominate the space. And I'll tell everybody, I'll put it in my ads, I want to own the space. If you don't like me because of that, you're probably not my customer. Number 2, own your opportunity. You got to own your opportunity completely. What is the opportunity here? Now, I'm going to tell you something. If I come into your business, if you ever ask me, hey, come in our business, take a look at our business, what are we doing? The first thing I'm going to do is look for the opportunities. And when I look for opportunities, I'm looking for problems. Tell me the problem in your business. Tell me the problem everybody else has. That's the first place I'm going to look, because opportunities are money. Always have been, always will be. The guy that created Velcro, did he solve a problem? Okay, the guy that put the counter in at the blackjack table. You know where the dealer passes it to see if it's an ace? That guy gets $1 for every mirror reader on every blackjack table every day around the world. He solved a problem. He looked for problems. You with me? Number 3, change your attitude, obviously. Number 4, you want to take no prisoners kind of concept. Take no prisoners. I'm going to own the space. Number 5, success is your duty. Now, this is a confusing thing in America right now, okay? If I post something on Facebook about success, and I keep posting on Facebook about success, wealth creation, being a millionaire, any of that stuff, I promise you, I'm going to get somebody saying, that will make you happy. I'm like, well, we weren't talking about happy, man. Okay, what's that got to do with anything? Why are you mixing up conversations? I'm merely talking about success right now. Now, personally, I don't think a person can be broke and be successful. It's just confusing to me. I'm happy. How can you be happy, dude? You can't pay the bills. We're getting by just fine. Yeah, but why would you want to? Right? If the price of blueberries changes tomorrow and you're just getting by, how is that success? Okay? The point of that I'm making is this. Success is my duty, okay? Successful father, successful entrepreneur, successful in real estate. That's my duty. It's one of my jobs. It's not something that sits out here in the universe, success, a word. No, this is my duty. Would you agree? How many believe that's one of my hats as a husband, a father, a mentor, a business person? Look, I know people that stand on stages like this. If you looked inside their home life, you're not going to see what you see on the stage. So look, you want to expand your business. How many want to expand your business? Okay, then you want to control the entire environment. You want to own the entire environment. Okay? The solution is never the economy if you want to own things, control things. The solution is never the economy. The solution is always you. So when I see a problem, I'm like, oh, the solution's not outside this office. It's me. I'm not going to go hire a consultant. He's going to solve the problem. I need to get hatted up. I need to get trained up. But this is the moment, man, when things get tough and difficult, and that field out there is sluggish and wet and muddy, right? Who wins? Best equipment, best legs, best health, best playbook. Is that wrong? Is that bad? Or is that just the way it is? And it has been like that for thousands of years. And it's going to be here thousands of years, long after you're gone, that's the way it's going to be. Okay? Anyone that brings only part of their game right now is going to be punished. You're going to be punished. Your finances are going to be punished. Your family's going to be punished. Your marriage is going to be punished. You got to bring all your game right now. Biggest problems. Obscurity is your biggest problem. It's not money. It's not finances. It's not income. Obscurity. I don't even know who you are. If I don't know who you are, how can I do business with you? Okay? Second biggest problem you have is I'm not thinking about you when I'm ready to pull a trigger. When I want your product or service, whatever it is, I'm not thinking about you. I know you. You understand number 2? Number 2 is I know you, but I'm not thinking about you when it comes time. Third problem. Okay, is that the third problem? Know about you, but not your value proposition. I know you. I'm thinking about you, but I don't know anything about your value proposition. It's just not compelling enough for me to get in front of you or for me to take the time to call you. So all these people that are searching online, I'm going on Google, right? Why aren't they calling people? Hey, I'm going to call Grant. He's the guy. You with me? See, that's who you're competing with now. You're competing with Google and YouTube. You're competing with noise. You're hoping, man, I hope they go on Google and find my name. You ought to be saying, no, they know my name because they can't get away from me, and now they're looking me up on Google. But right now, you're like, I hope they find me on Google. You see the difference? I'm like, no. Think about sales training, Grant Cardone. I'll just Google something. I'll forget his name, Grant and Sales Training, okay? And I'm a pop. But you're looking for me. You're not stumbling into me, okay? So I'll tell you a story about Howard Schultz, Starbucks, okay? Goes to Japan, says, we want to take Starbucks and go into Japan. They hired some Japanese consultants saying, hey, let's know the marketplace. Consultant said to Howard, sir, the brand that you have on your cup, okay, the Japanese people will not like that. They won't like the Starbucks emblem on the outside of the cup, okay? I suggest you take it off. Howard said, thank you so much. First rule of selling. Thank you so much. Create anything else you guys got, blah, blah, blah. They ended the meeting. He was very polite. He went to his people and said, fire him. Get rid of them. And put the emblem on both sides of the cup, okay? If you go to Japan and have a Starbucks coffee, when they opened their first stores, people were actually adjusting the logo when they walked out so people could see it. They were so proud of it. You need to know what you know, okay? If you don't know what you know and you don't stay with it, what do you have? You got nothing, man. I know what, how many of you have been right before? You knew what you knew. You woke up one morning, you're driving to work, you're like, man, I'm thinking about Johnson. I'm thinking about Johnson. I should call Johnson. You don't know why you're doing this. And then you didn't follow up. And Johnson bought something from somebody else. He was on your mind. Would you agree? He was literally taking space in your head and you didn't follow it up. Man, just follow it up. Okay? Let's don't be soft and easy. Let's go to like literally being the champions. If you owned an NFL football team, okay, or a basketball team, or a baseball team, would you want to win the ring every year or just sometime? Every year. Yeah, you'd be like, hey, would you say baseball season, okay, guys, we're going to have 300, how many games in baseball? 162. Let's just win. Look, if we just win 80 of them, we're good. Okay? No, you'd say what? Hey, let's win 162 games. We can't win that many games because something's going to happen. Let's win as many games as we can. Let's own the space. Hey, we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. We want to win the Super Bowl. We want to win the championship. We want to win all 13 games. How many you want to win? You have to decide, okay, to like, I want to dominate my market. And if you own a business, you have to decide to dominate your people. If you work for a company, you better dominate your customer, or you're going to lose them to somebody else. You're going to lose them to a new technology, new idea, a new pitch. Somebody else gets their attention. You're going to lose them to sick. You're going to lose them to a car wreck. You're going to lose them to something. Would you agree? You need your pitch down, folks. Right? Add wood. You want to get this fire so hot that people can sit there and just watch it and spend the whole weekend in front of it. That's what you want. That's how hot you want your fire. You want to build a bonfire, not a campfire. You want to build a fire so hot, so high, so wide, so bright, so much heat coming off of it. People are like, I just got to watch this. Even your competition. Oh my God, look what they're doing over there. Those people are incredible. Now you got them. Now you dominate the marketplace. But that means every second, every day, if you're an entrepreneur, the higher you are in the organization, the more you have to control the content that is coming into your space. Videos, audios, books, links, blogs. Who do you follow on Twitter? Who are you following on Facebook? So it's not garbage, right? You're getting good inflows of positive information that's keeping you on track. Okay? Tools are going to determine your future. How many believe attitude is going to determine your future? Okay? 2, knowledge, man. I need knowledge. I need lots of knowledge. I don't need garbage knowledge. I don't need false information. I don't need people telling me there's a shortage of money. I don't need the financial experts telling me to save for 3 months. You don't need to save for 3 months. You need 30 months of bank. You don't want to be a millionaire. You want tens of millions of dollars. $1 million, you're not rich. Sorry. Okay? You make 250 grand a year, you're not rich. You're scrapping all the time. Daily plan. I want to control plans, okay? The negativity tends to come in when there's white space on a calendar. The busier I am, the less stuff grabs me. Courage. You need courage, okay? People that are well-trained have courage. Navy SEALs have courage because they're trained. The average SEAL, the government spends $1 million to make a SEAL, okay? Your family, you need a mentor. You need your family on the same page. Is your family a tool? They better be a tool. You better be meeting with your wife, your husband, and the kids, getting your kids on the same page. Mentor, you need a mentor. Find a mentor. Find somebody winning, succeeding. Find somebody thinking about big picture, that's looking at all the future. Get a mentor. Training, books, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, smartphones. These are tools. Those don't cost money, folks. Those don't cost money. Those make money. Those are leverage. That's fuel, like fuel for your car. Unfortunately, most of the people you're competing against, or fortunately, most of the people you compete with, will put more fuel in their car this year. Okay? They'll spend more money on the fuel that goes in their automobile than they will into their mind, their actions, their ideas, their creativity, their think. That's who you're competing with. You want to own the space? Wouldn't be hard to do. Make a decision. Would you agree? Make a decision. Thank you very much for having me here. God bless you. Thank you very much.